Hey guys, what's going on? Merry late Christmas and happy late New Year. I hope you all are doing well. Sorry I've been gone for a while. I got caught up in school on a camping trip I had in Hawaii. It was an awesome experience. But I'm back and I'm thinking of making a music edit for my trip. I think it would be super cool. Just comment whether I should do it or not, alright? Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be going through this awesome book I got. It's The Art of Rise of Skywalker by Phil Zotak. I think that's his name. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Huge shout out to all the amazing artists who helped with this book. With this book, we're going to see things we could have had in this film. Just a side note, that most of the things in this video we could have had is in the book, but other things we could have had I got from research. Some of you may know this, but I'm not much of a fan of The Rise of Skywalker, or the sequels for that matter. It just doesn't really feel like Star Wars. And I do, however, envy those of you who do enjoy these movies. But moving on. Alright, let's get right into the video. Kylo Ren had his classic helmet welded back together after he had destroyed it out of anger. When we see it again in The Rise of Skywalker, we see red marks from where it was welded back together. The artist, however, had different plans for the helm. The art shows that they thought about having different colors than red, such as gold and an odd chrome. I think this could have been really interesting to see his mask with some unique colors. There are also some really cool other designs in the book for his welded mask that would have been really interesting to see, but I think Disney actually chose the best one. The Sith Troopers. The Sith Troopers actually had some variety in the beginning, instead of just being red First Order units. A few of them actually had some really similar armor to the armored Red Imperial Guards. Some versions of the Final Order Guards, otherwise known as the Sovereign Protectors, had these sort of really cool banners with tips. This would have been really cool to see in the movie. Last for the Sith Troopers is a soldier type they could have had. They had these long, sharp, retractable hand claws. Watching Rey or Ben have to go toe-to-toe with them would have been a sight. Something that was very much underrated in the Rise of Skywalker film was definitely the Festival of the Ancestors. It really portrayed the beauty of different alien cultures. I really wish we could have seen more of it. We were honestly robbed of that. In the art, we see Rey and Finn playing and interacting with the locals and the children. This next one is not very practical, but knowing Rey, it would have most likely could have happened. So yeah, I'm not going to say much about it. So yeah, just use your imagination. Okay, moving on. Okay, next we have the new Resistance base. So I can't exactly pinpoint where the art was saying the base is going to be. Maybe the forest moon of Endor, perhaps because of all the trees and massive size of them. This one, however, gives me some real Bendu vibes. Revisiting that old school Moon of Endor and Rebels character would have been really nostalgic. But at the same time, the sequels should be more like the prequels and introduce more planets but with different terrains we haven't seen. Because, well, we can all agree that we've seen some of these terrains one too many times. I'm starting to hate sand. Now we have the name, Rise of Skywalker. And in my opinion, it doesn't make any sense and doesn't really sit well with me because Luke is dead and Leia goes by Organa. So who do we have? Rey? Hell nah. However, it was going to be called, get ready, the Duel of the Fates. This would have fit so much better because this movie decides who wins, the dark or the light, and would have honored the still living legend John Williams. Okay, next. After the Battle of Batuu, the Finalizer, which was the flagship of the First Order, was severely damaged and was retired, and the Steadfast took its place, as we see in the film. The art of the ninth movie shows us that Kylo Ren was going to have a personal and customized and very distinct-looking flagship instead of the bulky, basic First Order Resurgent class Star Destroyer. Most of the art has me assume that it was based off his unique crossguard hilt. As we can see, the flagship has these sort of wings that branch off. Lucasfilm designer supervisor James Klein, shout out to him, he's super talented, says how he would have liked the flagship long and sleek like the Executor, which I agree, it would look really awesome and match Ren's vibes he gives off. Since we're on the topic of ships, I think it's only fitting that we talk about this badass shipyard the First Order could have had and should have had. The factory is almost like a ring, and as you most likely noticed, is in the shape of the one and only First Order insignia, which I think is super cool, and would have fit well with the movie. The First Order Council Room meets in the interior of the Star Destroyer. At least I think that's what it is. That's what it looks like in the movie. The Council Room originally resembled the classic Death Star meeting room in A New Hope. Anyways, look at these chairs, though. I mean, I'm kind of happy Disney did not go with these. Imagine sitting in this contraption. Ouch. Every emotional scene, I think, would have been something that wasn't just art, but also so close to being in the movie. It was Chewbacca with Kylo Ren, or as Chewie knew him, the little Ben Solo that he helped raise. It would have brought so much character to Ben, and to have to struggle with hurting his childhood Wookiee friend. It would have made him question his actions perfectly, I think. Alright, last but not least, the throne room of the Supreme Leader of the Galaxy. It is a very important detail the film needed. We have art showing many things, such as Rey confronting Ren while he is on the throne, Rey kicking his ass in front of the throne, and finally him at the throne with her at his side, as his dark queen, so to speak. There is one, however, that does not have Rey. It is Ren holding up Finn with the Force in a very brooding throne chamber surrounded by the Knights of Ren. This, which is once again my opinion, would have been perfect because since he is the leader of the entire First Order, he also has other duties than being a warmonger. Let's say, and remember, this is me saying this, he keeps on getting visitors and greetings as the new leader, and people wonder what new policies he has made. With him getting bombarded with questions, because he's not really a politician, nor not really a ruler. Anyways, with him getting bombarded with questions, the dark side will have been just festering inside of him, feeding the animal that rests beneath the brooding warrior. In a fit of rage, he lashes out, for he needs the art of the hunt to remain satisfied. This would be a way more appropriate throne scene for him.